Hello and welcome to another episode of New Eats. I am very excited for the things I'm going to be trying today. I'm also wearing this dark lipstick to hide the wine lips that I will be getting because I thought it would be nice to have some wine with this tasting that we're going to have tonight. And I'm also very prepared and very crafty because I actually grabbed a tray to put my goodies on so that I don't make a mess of my entire bed. And I even set up a makeshift lighting situation so that I could film at night. Hope it looks a little bit better than usual when half my face was lit and half my face was dark. So let me grab what we're trying tonight. So I finally ordered ramen. I was talking about incessantly about how I was indecisive about getting it in one of my vlogs. And it was finally time. I don't think I've had ramen. I can't even remember the last time. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, ramen is something you've had before. That is true, but I have not had this particular type of ramen, so I'm very excited. And I got some other little appetizer goodies that I also haven't had before. So the type of ramen that I got is white sesame ramen, and it made me intrigued as to, oh, got a little bit of leakage. I'm being so careful and responsible now. New year, new me, you know? So when I was looking at the menu of this place, I saw that they had so many different types of ramen, and it made me realize I don't know anything about ramen. I'm pretty sure every single time I've had ramen, I order the same thing, the same type of broth. I always get the miso broth because I love miso. But when I saw that they had this sesame-based broth, I went for it because I'm also obsessed with sesame, and sesame oil is one of my favorite things in the world. Let me just double check the menu and see what it says more specifically about the sesame broth. Let's see. 100% natural sea salt, bamboo shoots, wood ear mushrooms, soft-boiled marinated egg, which is also one of my favorite things in the entire world. Pork belly, chashu, green onions, grind your own, white sesame seeds, and thin wavy noodles. So it doesn't like describe the broth or why. What is sesame ramen broth made of? Oh, okay. It's basically using sesame paste, also known as tahini, in the broth to make it a sesame broth. The brief description from this one recipe is tahini, soy sauce, rice vinegar, and chili oil to make the broth or the base. So that's one example. Kind of figured it out a little bit. Got some information on that. I'd love to actually do a deep dive on this myself on YouTube and see how it's made. I got two other things that I wanted to try, which were the tako wasabi, which is this octopus marinated in like wasabi sauce, I think. Let me just actually go back to the website. Marinated raw octopus in wasabi with seaweed. Ah, yes, and they gave me the seaweed separately. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to eat that. Don't want to embarrass myself. How to eat tako wasabi. Fuck, did I already forget what it's called? No, I didn't. Oh, that's too much. Seems like she's just eating it without sesame, without seaweed. I don't know, maybe I'll just like scoop it with it. That seems reasonable to me. And then the other thing that I'm trying is this cold smooth tofu with chili oil and green onions and bamboo shoots, I think. Bamboo shoots, I was right. So again, all of these things, like I've had some other format of before, like I've had octopus before in a taco. I've had tofu before, obviously. I eat tofu like every day of my life. That's not necessarily obvious to you, but it's very obvious to me. But I have not tried it in this exact form with the green onions and the chili oil and the bamboo shoots, so I'm very excited. I guess I'll start with the appetizers. Let's probably eat the raw octopus first because it's probably not going to stay good for very long. And yeah, let's check it out. I rarely get takeout anymore, so this really is a treat. Like, this feels like a very luxurious evening, and I'm so glad that I'm getting to share it with you. I hope you can feel my enjoyment through the screen. So first I'm going to try it without the seaweed. Give it a sniff. I can't stop thinking about Cody's smell tests.
Oh fuck, I forgot to smell that.
I can't copy that, obviously, but I really do like to smell things first. That smells oceany and spicy. Give it a go. With the first piece, I already know this is not my thing. It's a bit too chewy.
It's so chewy.
I just realized I've never tried raw octopus before. I've tried cooked raw octopus. Let's try one more piece, but I don't know if I can do this. It's so chewy.
It's so chewy.
I feel like I could chew this all night. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. To bring back a very old reference.
It's a fact. Randy Jackson never once said, "That's gonna be a no for me, dog."
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
I'm not gonna let this go to waste. I'm gonna put it in the fridge right now and tell my roommates they can go for it if they're interested, but not for me. I guess that was fairly adventurous. I don't know, I thought, oh, I've had octopus before. Not a big deal. I really have liked it when I've had it before. Forgetting, of course, a very important difference, which was that it was raw. There's something about it, the texture, and knowing that it's raw makes me feel like I'm actually eating the animal. Like it's too real to when it was alive, you know? And I feel like I just like grabbed it out of the ocean and just took a bite. And you know, seafood is not something that I was always accustomed to. Shrimp freaked me out for a long time. I love shrimp now, but there's definitely a part of me that's still like pretty creeped out by the form of such animals. Obviously an octopus is very different from shrimp, but you know, they're very alien-like, those sea creatures, and it just kind of freaks me out a little. So now we're gonna move on to our wonderfully processed cubes that are nothing like any sort of living creature. I love chili oil, so I'm very excited. I just keep saying, oh, I'm very excited. Like, okay, we get it. I was about to blow on it as if it was hot. Oh, I forgot to smell it. That smells so good. Is chili oil made with sesame oil? Because that smells like sesame to me. Oh, fuck, that's good. Yeah. It's funny because the tofu itself has no flavor. None at all. So you really have to make sure you're getting the toppings on there. But the toppings and the oil is so good. It almost looks like there's a thicker sauce on the bamboo shoots, but I don't know what it's made of. Maybe just like more cooked onion or something. And then there's sesame seeds sprinkled on as well. I guess I should have shown this stuff to you guys, eh? That was the most Canadian moment of my life. I didn't give you guys a good look at the octopus, but I've already put it in the fridge. I'm too lazy to get it. But here's my slightly devoured. The thing is, I don't want to spill it either. Like, I'm very afraid to tilt things. But isn't it so colorful and pretty? Here's the side view, side profile. I feel like I should save this for a snack, a snack for later, because I'm gonna want to eat the whole ramen and it's gonna make me very full. So let's move on to the ramen. Of course, wearing this lipstick was a good idea for the wine, but not such a great idea for the food because obviously it will be coming off as I eat the food and will not be very attractive. Trying not to spray. Ah. Now there's no way I'm gonna be able to show you the soup because I will definitely spill it everywhere. How did I spray this broth all over the other stuff in the tray? Oh, I can show you what's going in the soup because they give it to you in 2 separate containers. The soup and all of the stuff that goes in it. the top of the marinated egg yolk. Here is my beautiful array. Oh, baby. With the noodles underneath. So I'm just gonna gently pop these in. Oh, it's only half an egg? Oh, that's so sad. I thought it would be a full one. Got my noodles out in just a huge chunk. Set them in there. It's not that hot anymore, seeing as I had to carry it through the winter winds. Actually, it wasn't very windy tonight. It's a beautiful night out. It's a bit cold, but like, didn't feel that cold. It was pretty still. Look at me, I'm talking about the weather. Clearly gonna be a very successful YouTube channel. And I also have some sesame seeds to pop in there as well. Because I can't show you the broth, I will describe it to you. It looks milky. It looks like oat milk because, I guess, of the tahini. I also thought I would get more meat. I only have 2 slices of this chashu, I think is the pork belly, and they're pretty thin. So I'm pretty sad about that, TBH, but let's give it a go. I have to hold it up here, otherwise it's gonna be disastrous. Oh God. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I have to wipe off my lipstick because I can see it on the bowl. It's just gonna be everywhere soon. That's delicious. It's very, it almost like subdues you because it's so, the best way I can describe this flavor is calm. Like it's creamy and it's subtle. It's not spicy at all, which maybe I'm used to having at least slightly spicy ramen. But this is just like, this feels like it's sending me to sleep and like in a really good way. I'm a fan of the broth, but I feel like I'm not a huge fan of everything else. Like the meat, also because it's not piping hot, I think that probably makes a big difference. But the noodles aren't like super chewy or anything. Like I like it when they're chewy and they've got some bounce to them and they're kind of like, I don't know.
It's so chewy.
The noodles feel a bit lifeless. And so does the meat. But the broth is really good. Let's try the egg, even though I'm kind of sad to try it because I like to save it. I sprayed some broth on my nose. The egg can't not be good. I mean, it probably can, but it's so good. All right, well, yeah, I think if it was really hot, I'd probably perceive it in a different way, and I think it's a lot better. I don't know. I wish the noodles had more life to them, like I said. Overall, it's pretty, like, I'm gonna eat it. It's delicious. Like, it's still delicious. Like, even okay ramen is still amazing food. I'm looking forward to eating this whole bowl. I'm obviously not gonna do all of that on camera, but that's basically my verdict on that. White sesame ramen, I'm into it. I think it can probably be done better than this, but it's a really nice option for people who don't like spicy food, and especially in the winter if you're looking for something really hearty and comforting. With the appetizers, I think if you're a fan of sesame oil, because I'm pretty sure that's what is chili oil made with? You can use any oil. Canola oil is popular. I swear it smelled like sesame oil to me though. So the tofu blocks are really amazing. Quite soft, like they kind of just fall apart in your mouth. I'm kind of used to firmer tofu at this point, but if you're a fan of like cloudy, pillowy, cold tofu with some really nice flavoring on there, with some nice flavoring, with some spicy, dank sesame oil, that's dope. And then the raw octopus, I think that's gonna be a pretty particular taste for people. If you enjoy raw, chewy seafood, go for it, because the wasabi flavoring was great. It smelled really good, but just not really my thing. So, gonna wrap it up there. I hope this was interesting. I don't know how I feel about this one. Maybe because I didn't try as many different things, or I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed seeing me try raw octopus. Have a good one, and see you next week. Okay. I feel like that was kind of